Well, what another great episode of Boruto. What's going on, all you Boruto fans? I'm Predictable60 here bringing you guys the next Boruto review on episode 4. And this was a very interesting episode. I really enjoyed it. We actually got to see a little bit of the girls in action for the first time. And it was very interesting to see, honestly. And, you know, this is one of those episodes where it was pretty much battle of the sexes. Who was better, the girls or the guys? And of course, the girls came out on top. So, I mean, that's like almost a no-brainer. The girls always are the smarter of the species. So, we have to go ahead and give it up for the girls. So, for those of you watching the episode or have watched it already and are now watching the review, kudos to you girls out there who actually got to see your gender be the better gender, I guess. Now, as far as this episode is concerned, they finally, at the end of this episode, showed the new person that's supposed to be coming in, the transfer student, they say. And like I said, I don't know his name. I haven't looked too much into Boruto. I really wanted just to be surprised as to who everyone is and just what their abilities are. I just really didn't want to know too much about it. I kind of wanted this to be like a new anime for me. And, you know, me pretty much not know much of anything besides the older characters, such as Konohamaru and Shino. So I really just haven't looked at anything as far as character development and characters in general. Besides like Sadara and Boruto, I haven't looked into anybody else. Now, of course, they've introduced Dinky and everybody else, and Shikamaru's son, and Ino's kid, and you know, Metal Lee, and all those people. So we've gotten to see a few other characters who are new, and Chocho is, you know, Choji's daughter, and of course, you know, we got to see a good bit of people so far, a good bit of new characters. So, you know, I'm just as not familiar with who the new transfer student is. I've seen him before plenty of times. I know he's going to be a part of Boruto's little 3-man squad. Now, you know, I don't really know what exactly is going to be happening with this squad here. So, you know, don't even tell me in the comment section. You know, I'm all about conversating with you guys, but don't spoil anything, please. I like I said, I have not seen anything. I've not read anything. I've not watched anything. And so I need you guys to just, you know, try to keep it hush, because I really don't want to know anything. I don't want anything spoiled for me. So just so you guys know, just, I mean, if you guys want to talk about just the episode in general, you guys can go ahead and do that. I'm always open to talk to you guys about the episode in general, but not anything to do with what happens or what's gonna happen. Now, I would like for someone to explain when the movie Boruto takes place, because I do want to watch that, but I want to watch it at a reasonable point in time that's relevant to like the next episode or the previous episode. So I really just want you guys to try to keep this from spoiling anything for me. Like I said, and you know, some other people might be watching this and, you know, they might just be like me. They're not watching anything. They're just watching the current episode that comes out every week and just trying to keep up with it that way. So, you know, you may spoil it for someone else. So try not to do that too much in the comment section. I know you guys are like eager to tell me what can happen or what's going to happen. So I would prefer you guys just keep that to yourselves, and I will get around to that whenever they introduce us to the next part. Now, in this episode, we got to see more of Iwabe use his ability, and he actually used Earth Style for the first time. Well, not the first time, but he actually used Earth Style and actually made a mud wall. So, I mean, that's pretty casual. That's something that Kakashi Hatake uses, and we have seen that before, so it's nothing really special. Now, the difference here is Iwabe doesn't have to weave any signs to use a certain, I guess, element. He was just able to use a stick. I really want to know how that works. He uses a stick that just kind of generates whatever he's trying to manipulate there. So it's really interesting to see that he doesn't have to really use any type of hand signs to make any type of mud wall or, like, I guess, tool to use like a weapon or something. Because even in the second episode, we saw that he actually used Earth Style to make a hammer with his staff. So without even weaving any signs. So no one's really said anything about that. No one's really, I guess, in the episode, in the show, really has picked up and said he hasn't used any hand signs. He's just, you know, no one's ever brought that out in the open. They're just kind of like, oh, cool, he's pretty talented. So I'm pointing that out. No one has noticed that this guy has not used any hand signs so far. And we also got to see that Choji's daughter, used her partial expansion jutsu, she actually used hers to destroy the mud wall, and it actually did a pretty good job of knocking down the mud wall and Iwabe. So I mean, it's pretty much like, well, there's her strength. So we kind of already knew what she was capable of. Now, most of these characters that we see we know that what they're capable of and what pretty much they're gonna have as far as like abilities. We know Boruto's gonna have Rasengan at some point. We know that he's gonna have some type of Byakugan, as we've seen, and of course we know that, you know, he's gonna probably have some type of wind style element, so, or chakra nature is what they call it. So I mean that's just one thing. Now, you know, there is in the game in Naruto Ninja Storm 4, I have seen him use water style. I don't even know if he's ever going to do that in the show. If he does, like I said, if he does do something like that, please don't tell me. If he does use water style at some point, don't tell me. Now, if you guys want to just say his chakra natures are wind and water, that's fine. You know, just don't tell me, you know, oh well, he has water style, he's gonna use it against so and so. You know, don't spoil anything. Please don't. I'm just begging you guys, please don't spoil anything. And I know people will, you know, maybe skip around this video and not really read or listen to whatever I say about. Don't spoil it. So I'm hoping somebody, I'll try to mention that throughout this whole thing and let you guys know, don't do that, please, because you might not even be spoiling it for me. You might spoil it for someone else who hasn't seen anything. So they might read over your comment and be like, damn it, I didn't want to know that just yet. But like I said, this was a really good episode, and you know, throughout the whole thing we got to see each character's individual ability. We got to see Dinky, I like to call him Dinky for some reason, but we got to see Dinky use his little hacking ability, and it's really not an ability, it's just a skill that he learned and taught himself. So we also got to see Shikadaya's Shadow Possession Jutsu, and we got to see Inojine's his Super Beast Roll, and of course we really haven't seen Boruto do much. But we have seen Boruto do a lot before. We have seen the Shadow Clones. He can only make 4 so far, and I'm pretty sure Sasuke teaches him how to make more. Maybe, I'm not sure, but so far we've only seen him use 4 at most, and it might be his limit, which we know it probably is. And of course, we saw him use a summoning in this episode, so that was like the first time any child in this show has ever used a summoning. And Shino was actually blown away by that, because he was like, I wonder how Boruto was able to summon something with, you know, I didn't think he had that much power. And I think what Boruto summoned was, you know, it actually could have been the character that showed up at the end of the episode, most likely, and that's what I'm thinking. It was just kind of something that spawned off of the summoning, maybe, and we're just kind of like just seeing what exactly his character might be or might turn into. So I honestly thought he was an experiment of Orochimaru's, but apparently, like I said, this could be a twist here. I didn't know, or this scroll could have been planted by Orochimaru, who knows. So there's actually quite a lot to look forward to. I can't wait to see this training between Boruto and Sasuke, and maybe even Sadara. Who knows if they're going to train her or not. Like I said, I really don't know much. I've just seen where Boruto supposedly learns the Rasengan, but of course we all know he uses a ninja tool for that. Somebody gave it to him, so that's one of the things I know that's going to happen. And I really, like I said, I don't know about Sadara. I don't know if she gets training, anything. I don't know if we see any training being done by her and Sasuke. Do not spoil anything, please. And of course, we have the new character, the new transfer student. I don't know his name yet, but we'll get to see him in the next episode. We'll probably learn his name then. But thank you all for watching this video, this review. If you guys have enjoyed this, so go ahead and rate that thumbs up button, and also share the video so we can get this video to as many people as we can and let them know that this is out there. If you guys have any comments or questions, or would even like to explain to me what Boruto's abilities are, then you can go ahead, as far as chakra nature, you can go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section as well. And if you guys would like to subscribe, for all you Boruto fans out there, even Naruto fans in general, go ahead and do that, because there will be a lot more Boruto videos coming your way. And on that note, this has been your broadcast. Unpredictable is out.